Hey guys, what's up? Hi, Bubba's bringing you another Diablo 2 video. This time we're testing out a Trang old Necromancer with the Sundered charms, just to see how stuff's working out. Now first of all, if you watched the Natalia's video, I am using a poison charm and I'm using a fire charm. The reason for that is, with the Trang set we are mostly using poison. Um, And Trang set also comes with some nice fire stuff, like Fireball, you have Firewall, you have Meteor. Now we're not going to use this too much. It does help a little bit on bosses. Um, Especially Firewall can be nice on bosses. But yeah, the main thing is Corpse Explosion. Now Corpse Explosion does half physical and half fire. So because of that, I figured, why not put on the fire charm? That way, it'll help out a little bit on fire mutants. Now, I do have a little low resist, uh, but again, the fire charm isn't so much needed because Corpse Explosion is already insanely good. I just threw it on just because. But definitely, uh, the poison one does help against poison immunes. So yeah, we're using a Death's Web uh, with a poison facet in it. We've got full Trang set with poison facets. We're using Alder's boots for some fire res just to help us out a little bit. Trang belt, Trang gloves. Then I'm using just a couple Stoner Jordans just for some plus skills, and a Mars Kaleidoscope for the plus skills and all res. Then I'm using some life and mana charms. Now I could, if I have any, I don't have any at the moment. I could put on some all-res charms to help fix my resistance, but I'm not too worried about it. And then of course we have Call to Arms and a Spirit Shield. You can forgo the Spirit Shield on a Necro pretty easily. You can use like a lidless or something because we really don't need that much strength for our gear at all. So you could not use a spirit shield if you really wanted to and save yourself a little strength, but it's not too bad. As for our build, I've got a little bit in summoning. Now I like the Tal Rasha build because I think it kind of encompasses like what I see Tal Rasha as, like kind of a necro that can do everything. Because we've got fire skills, we've got poison skills, uh, got summons. So we do have Race Skeleton pumped up, just a little army to help us out. Then we got some Skeleton Mastery. We have a Clay Golem. They're really good for slowing down enemies and stuff. And then just a point in these just to kind of help. In our Poison and Bone, we are mostly Poison Nova. So then we have the synergies maxed and just 1 point in Corpse Explosion. All this really raises is a radius, so we don't need it like maxed out. And then in curses, these are all 1 point wonders as well. This gives us some Decrepify, some lower res, life tap if we need it, and amp damage if we need it. Really just some good stuff if we're in a party. But mostly we can use lower res. I'm not even going to use it that much, just to kind of showcase what we're doing here. It's not super needed, but you can. Lower resist does help. Now, lower resist is 1/5 effective versus sundered enemies, so enemies that are poison immune aren't going to get the full negative 61%. So that's something to remember, but we don't really need it anyway. Let's go see what we can do in Chaos. Make sure our golem's out. Pump up our stuff. And yeah, let me get one more skeleton. Let's see what we can do. Pop our poison out. And then explode some corpses if we like. Actually, I could use some full juvies and some health potions. Why not? So yeah, we've got our nice little army that can kind of tank stuff for us. We can kind of run around just poisoning stuff when something dies. You know, like I said, we can throw out lower resist. Look at that radius, by the way, on lower resist. It's so nice. And you can see our minions themselves do some damage. I can't wait until the new patch because I really want to try minions out with the new charms. Because right now, the new charms don't work with minions and traps. I would love to try out Trapper, and I would love to try out minions with the charms, but unfortunately right now we really can't. So, but as you can see, this build, not too bad. It gets the job done. We don't even need to use Corpse Explosion if we don't want. We can just kind of run around. These lower enemies just kind of die easy. These are a little more tanky boys. But yeah, Lord Desus. Not too bad of a build. Now in Chaos there's not a ton of poison immunes. Some of these knights I think can be poison immune sometimes. But yeah, there's not a lot of poison immunes here. Now coming up through the River of Flame, there's some poison immunes. But yeah, the fire also does help. When something dies, we can explode some corpses. Ooh, a Grand Charm. What's in my stash? Oh, I've already got a full stash. Dang. I've been doing a little bit of farming. But yeah, build was already pretty good. It just kind of sucked when you got a poison immune here and there. Put on some lower res and just explode all these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, sure. Let's go see if we can mess up Diablo a little bit. Now it's kind of bad because we're not going to be able to use Corpse Explosion, so let's try some Firewall. We can pop some lower resist on him. Pop some Firewall. And not too bad. It gets the job done. A fun little build. Made nicer now by the fact that you don't have to worry about poison immunes. So going through tear zones and stuff with a Necro like this could be nice. Of course, if you use some minions, it could be even nicer. Once the new patch is in, all the new charms will work with minions and traps, which will be nice. But yeah, for now, that's the Poison Necro. He's pretty good. Pretty good with just Trang set, so, I mean, yeah, not a whole lot of difference from before with this build, unfortunately, because like I said, as long as nothing's poison immune, you're killing stuff anyway. But yeah, when you do run into a poison immune, kill it pretty easily now with the new Sundered charm. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the new ladder, and I'll catch you in the next one.